Average Beardsman, episode 2, where you got myself, Lewis the Beardsman, and Mr. Dapper, Jeff Harmon. How you doing today, brother?
I'm good. How about yourself today?
I am doing amazing, man. Um, had a pretty fun week. Was out and about, been working. Other than that, it's been pretty chill.
Oh, good, good, good. It's just the same retired week for me. Just enjoying the day and doing a few things I want to do.
Right. Got to see the beautiful my three beautiful angels yesterday. We hung out and they had a
That's
great
good.
time.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Flaming Beard. How's
Hello,
it
Flaming
going?
Beard. Kiki, how are you?
Hi, Kiki.
Oh, you
No,
didn't
we
miss
just
nothing. We
started.
just started.
Yeah. Had a little bit of technical difficulties behind the scenes, but we were able to fix that. So I guess let's just start. What's in Whiskers today, Jeff?
Actually, I don't have nothing at all in. No oil, no balm, no butter, no nothing. It's a scent-free day and just a free day. Every once in a while, I like to just scrub the base layer of skin down and just let it breathe for the day with nothing on it. Maybe once a week and or every couple of other week, but at least let it breathe for a full day. Nothing in it. Now I'll put a little bit of growth beard or a nourishing oil later tonight before I go to bed a couple of hours and just let it soak in, and that'll be that.
Right.
But every once in
Right.
a while, just a free day for nothing in it, other
And
than
that,
the beard wash. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and that's always good because it resets the beard. You ain't got all that caked up oil, and I mean, yeah, you could use beard wash and beard conditioner, but sometimes when you let the beard just breathe, it
Yeah,
does
just
something to it.
yeah, your skin it needs a little bit of freedom every once in a while. I mean, you can put your skin makes oil on its own. Sometimes it's just good to clean. It's like cleaning your brush, your comb, whatever you use for your beard at least once a week or every other week. You need to get that buildup of dead skin, oil, wax, cream, whatever you use. Just get it off there and let it breathe, and just keep everything clean. That way your comb don't get any funk in it. Because I mean that can I guess you could get something in there, maybe develop a skin rash of some kind. It's probably rare that it happens, but at least keep your utensils, your hygiene stuff clean.
Right. And what I have in Whiskers today, company is in the chat at the moment. Flaming Beard, I have Alabama Nights.
Oh, nice,
It's a really
nice.
great scent. Um, have you tried Alabama?
I actually have a sample bottle. I haven't used it. I've just not gotten away from Mastermind or Caribbean Black. And Caribbean Black, I mean, both those are great scents. That Caribbean Black is just, it's so good. I
Right,
mean, it
right.
really is so good.
Mastermind is so good. I have it in a beard wash. Yep, and I'm coming after Caribbean Black for a beard wash as well. Randall
Randall,
Clark, how you doing? You want to read down the names that are here, Jeff?
well, I got to put my glasses on. Oh, people can't see, dude. That one, I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure how you
Um,
pronounce that name, and I don't want to slaughter it or embarrass my lack of pronunciation skills. Just
right,
say hi
right.
to him. Hello there.
How's it going? So the one that says howdy, mate. Howdy, how's it going?
There we
Hopefully
go.
you're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Randall Crunk, how are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Um, a guy named Octopus is in the chat. Just and foremost, we are not political. We're not going to mention political things. But thank you for coming in.
Well,
Ooh, Chris.
Chris, how are you? Well, Kiki, thank you.
Old people. Jeff, I miss your voice, to be honest. You're like my grandpappy. Well, like I said, Jeff, you're like a either a grandpappy or an uncle to our kids. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
like, how's it going, Chris?
Chris. But anyway, yeah, I just decided not to wear nothing today. So, but I did go to Costco. $215 later out of Costco.
Right.
That place would just eat you alive, but it's just hard to stay out of there. I mean, it is just so hard. But again, dog food. But we got no dog food now to last for a while. And then I bought a new 8-quart strainer so that way we can cook pasta, make soup in it. I mean, it's got an insert that way you just pull everything out, let it drain, go about your business. So I'm gonna do a shrimp boil in it, and maybe after I clean it out this coming week, and that way you just pull it out, and I can dump the water out somewhere else.
Right. Flaming beard, what we discussed, I just did that. Um, you had Randall Crunk said Flaming Beard. I had in yesterday.
For that,
Yes, they're a great company, guys. Honestly,
yeah.
one of my top three companies, if not my number one company that I naturally go to. Um, I love their scents. I love the feel and beard, especially on those days that your beard doesn't want to cooperate with you. Whatever they have in the oil relaxes the hair follicles to where you could just take the comb through it, style it with no issues. And I don't use heat or anything like that on the beard. So if an oil can make the follicles of my hair do what I want it to do without balm, because I only put Alabama in. I didn't put no balm, didn't put no butter, no liquid butter, no nothing. That's a great company. That's a great product.
Yeah, they make a good product. I like their products. I just hated I missed the last beer comp over there in Alabama because they were there and I was looking forward to meeting them. But personal issues, family issues take precedence over beer comp. So if I miss a few, I just miss a few. It is what it is. I mean, my only goal is next year going to Worlds in England. So everything else is just it's icing on the cake. But if I don't make any this year or part of next year, it is what it is. Just priorities sometimes change. So my
Right.
priority is going to England next year. So that's all I've got to worry about.
You're going to Buckeye, yeah? That is a yes?
Hopefully, but you never know how things change. I
Correct.
mean,
Yeah.
you know, my wife's back is bothering her, so if her back is bothering at that time, I doubt if I'll travel. But we'll see. I mean, it's just hit or miss. I mean, again, I hate to miss them, but if I miss them, nah, it is what it is. I mean, you know,
At, at
just
the end of the day, these competitions are for fun and charity. But when it comes to real life and what you're going through in your real life, there's no apologetics for that. You got to do what you got to do. You
yep.
know.
You have to make you have to take care of yourself and your family first before anything else.
Yeah.
So, do we want to do what's in pocket and get on the main topic, or do we want to do a few more things and go from there?
Let's start with the eventful things that has not the topic we're talking about. That will come right after these two topics, right? But yeah, what's in pocket? Let's do what's in pocket first.
Well, today is my trusty Benchmade Presidio. Never leave home without it.
Right.
And a lot of things that a lot of people never think about carrying is a flashlight. It's a Streamlight Nano. Great light. Takes a lot of abuse. I mean, fits right on your keychain. It's unobtrusive in your pocket. It's just a great little light. A little twist. On it comes. Don't want to blind the camera. The belt knife is something new today. I forgot I even had it, but I decided to get out my little Mantis, made by Very Good Knife Company down here in Cleveland, Georgia, with
Right.
Python micarta
I'll be
scales.
right back.
Okay. So I mean that's what I typically carry. Most of my My fixed blade knife is something usually different every day, but the pocket knife is generally the same knife. Rarely do I change from it, but that's just about all I carry for the day. And a P38 on my keychain. That way you can open any can or anything. If you don't know what P38 is, you'll just have to look it up. It's how you open cans in the military. And my P38's probably, oh, that thing's probably, I don't know, 40 years old. And it still works to this day.
That's how you know it's good product, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's opened a many a can. I mean,
All right.
but that's what
So
I have in pocket.
all right. Yeah, I what I had in pocket today, well, I haven't even left. I worked an overnight shift, but what I had then was just, daily essentials, wallet, keys, uh, phone, nothing spectacular. I don't even have any blades at the moment. Um, I will need to restart my collection.
Well, make
But
sure, like I tell a lot of people, if you're gonna get a knife, just get a knife that fits your budget. You ain't gonna buy anything exotic. I mean, I don't recommend exotic knives. If you collect them, yeah, they're good knives, but don't spend three, four, five, $600 on a folding pocket knife. If you lose knives, that's definitely not the way to go because you're gonna
right,
be upset if you lose a $300, $400 knife. I mean, you can buy nice knives for next. Just get what fits your budget. If you really want a Grail knife or a particular pocket knife you've always wanted, save up, get it, carry it occasionally. But make sure you put it up and then you check your local and state laws on knives because some states are very finicky about knives and some of the stuff
right.
that you think you might get. And then some companies, if they know you live in a certain state, they won't ship it to you. I mean, they just won't because, oh,
Oh
you live
yeah,
in this state. Or certain knives can't be sharpened on two sides to go to certain states. So again, you know, check with your local laws on that. That's just the best thing. Keep yourself out of trouble. You don't want to get in some issue with the law about a knife. I mean, it's just a knife. To me, it is, but some places you carry a knife, it's just like, oh, are you looking? No, I mean, I've carried a knife. I can't tell you how long I've had one. I feel naked without it if I don't have one in my pocket. But again, just get what fits your budget.
right.
Save up for that lifetime Grail knife. Take it out and look at it occasionally. I got knives I haven't seen in probably years. I probably don't even know what's all locked up in the safe.
Right,
But
right,
oh well.
right.
It's just, I guess, one of my little vices in life. One of the things I do is collect knives and a few other things.
But especially because at least up here in New York, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not true, but from what I've heard, um, they have said that if not, I don't know laws like that. I mean, I know certain laws. I don't know all the laws, but I know if, say, example, you got in trouble with the law and you had a knife on you, or you used a knife for self defense purposes. Um, if it's over the legal standard, you get, I think it's like 3 or 5 years per inch when you get prosecuted. So yeah, definitely check with your local laws in your state. You don't want to get messed over something dumb like that.
And if you do have to use it in a self-defense scenario, you'll wind up losing that knife, or it's going to be
Yeah.
confiscated for however long it takes. So,
And the best,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the best thing to do in any scenario like that, get away, get away. You know, unless you are in dire straits, pinned up against a brick wall, it's best not to use it and just get the hell out of there.
No, Chris, I don't have a bally song. I've fooled with them a little bit, but I'm not proficient with one of those
Right.
like you see in some of the shows. And there's some people who are fantastic with them things. I'm just not one of them. That's just something I've never thought. And a lot of the ones I've looked at, made by some of the really nice, the higher end companies, those things are very pricey. I
Oh
may
yeah.
buy one at a later date and just have it to play with and put it up, but it's just something. It's just not a style of knife I prefer. I like a good folder and a small fixed blade or a nice fixed blade. That's just my two styles I prefer.
Yeah, kind of like what Ugg was saying right here. New York City, you can't carry any knife over 4 inches, and in Florida, you can basically have almost anything.
Well, it's
Thanks
like
for
in
answering the
yeah,
random thought. Just popped in my head.
it's
Brother.
like in Georgia. You can have pretty much anything you want. You can, I guess, you can walk around with a machete. I wouldn't walk around with a machete. That just invites an issue. I mean, when I carry my knives, most people never pay any attention to them because most of mine are actually covered like my belt. So you, unless you look for it, you don't really pay attention to it. Because I mean, that's just the way it is. It's unintrusive. It doesn't attract attention. It's there if you need it. You'd rather have it and not need it than be somewhere and you need it.
And not have it.
That's just
Exactly.
and not have it. That's just an old saying. Probably older than I am. So I mean, but anyway, but that's my 2 cents on it.
So let's get into story time events that have either been life changing or fun or just something you want to talk about.
Well, I was cleaning up kind of in my old junk room, and I found my old. It's an old plaque. Hopefully, it stays together. This is actually, whoops, it's old. It's falling apart. It's actually a piece of the Berlin Wall with a piece of barbed wire off of it, with the date that the wall come down. It's kind of
Oh,
old. I'm gonna have to reglue the Germany back on there, but I found it. I forgot all about. I've got another one somewhere in the piece of rock or stone. The wall actually has the postal date on it from the Bundespost, which is the post office in Germany. So I found that. I forgot about having it. I've looked for it occasionally, but I finally found it. I got to clean up all my crap. I got too much crap sometimes,
right.
but that made
Welcome
me
back
happy to
in.
find it.
Right. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Welcome back, Kiki. Um, but that is amazing. To have actual history in your hands that you could physically touch. I'm a history buff. That is cool.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, how'd you get it? I went and got it. It's
Right.
just like it's like the can. Where's it at? I brought cans back from Desert Storm, Coke cans. Did I ever show you that one? And,
You might have, but let's show the audience.
uh,
Hi, Brian Hill.
well, this one is actually you know it's got writing on it. It's never been opened, but it's completely empty. I took it
Nice.
out of a bunk. I took it out of a bunker when we had to go into some of them. But I mean, it's just never been open. Where the coke went, who knows? Maybe the UFOs came and got it. Who knows? It's just one of them things. But yeah, I mean, and then I've got a few other little knickknacks. If I thought about it, I should have brought some of them down. But I just got so much stuff. Over time, you just pick up stuff. I like neat stuff, different stuff. I don't want something that's just common everybody else has. Just something a little different every once in a while. Because I've been to every state except Alaska and Hawaii, and I've been to 13 countries. So everybody's like, "Is there somewhere you want to go?" I'd like to go to China and walk on the Great Wall of China, but that may be later. I'd like to go see the pyramids of Egypt, but I've been to the Middle East. I don't know if I want to go back. So that's about it. I
Right.
mean, maybe go skydiving in Alaska. That would probably be something I'd like to do.
Right. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I know I wanted to go to Alaska. Um Great scenery and I don't mind the cold. So maybe not -50. I don't think I want to be in that, but I don't
Well,
mind the mountains, the trees and stuff like that.
but I think they have a summer. I'm not sure the summer. I don't think it's as warm there as it gets here where I live. But it may be. I don't know. I've never been up there, but I know the certain areas of the winters are just freaking brutal up there. But
Right.
maybe we'll head up there. I thought about going out to Vegas in a few months to a concert, but then I priced plane tickets and the price of tickets for the concert, and I thought I just may stay home. you know,
Right,
that's
right,
kind of
right.
that don't it's going to be like $1,300 round trip for two of us, not including motel or anything else or concert tickets. So I just thought Then we may just drive out there. Who knows? We'll see what we'll do.
All right.
What about you?
Um. Well, I mean, nothing interesting this week. Um, we went fishing. I think I said that on the last episode. We went fishing. I just been working. Honestly, I've been boring as boring can get. Just been hanging about. Went fit. Been working. Going out and about. Just doing average, everyday citizen stuff, food stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, my average days sometimes change, but retirement's nice. If you want to go back to work, you can. If you don't, you don't. Just do stuff,
Mhm.
work on vehicles. I'm actually go get a few parts at the Honda dealer, and I'm gonna change a few things on my car sometime this week. So that's about it for me for the week, I guess. Work in the
Right.
garden, maybe.
I'm reading the chat. Um,
Oh, okay.
Brian said, "Honored to be a part. I collect odd stuff too. Like what, Brian?
Brian
I mean,
Hill. Brian Hill out
mhm.
of the Dalton Calhoun area.
But yeah, I got to see my girls yesterday. They were happy to see their father, and we hung out and got a pizza and stuff like that. I saw Kiki in person, and we hung out, and it was an all right day.
Okay, well, good. As long as everything's works out, that's the best you can expect for anything.
Hmm. So let's get to the topic at hand. The long awaited for everybody. Now, mind you, everybody, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. And I'm not going to go deep, I'm not going to elaborate, but I will put a few questions to rest. Um, so I've had life changing events happen in my life. Um, family matters, family matter issues. Um, some of y'all might have seen certain things on YouTube. Um, that is not the full story, and I don't care for public opinion or judgment. Um, if you ride with me, you ride with me. If you don't, you don't. And if you ride with the individual, that's fine too. But what has conspired with certain companies and YouTubers and the community itself, how they wanted to be, how they are judgmental. A lot of them talk about men's mental health awareness on how that matters, and I agree that really does matter. And on both sides, men, women, mental health does matter. So if you see a person that you know acting out of character or something comes up, I would think, especially as I'm a man that has a lot of friends, like my brother right here. If I had heard something about him, the first thing I would do is reach out to him, get his side, see what conspired. Is there any way I can help? Yes, we're distance apart, but the phone connects us together. You know, I wouldn't ostracize. I wouldn't call him out. I wouldn't block him. I wouldn't throw him like he's a piece of garbage. That is not brothers. That's not brotherhood. That is not friendship. So, guys, if you are new to the bearded community, there's a lot of people that claim brotherhood, friendship. If you need me, just reach out. Some big names are, I will not mention nobody's name, but you know who you are. And it's all good. I don't hate you. I'm not angry with you. But when the smoke clears, um, don't come back. Certain companies, due to the way they reacted, you have officially lost my respect and lost my business. Um, Certain YouTubers. You've lost my respect, and we're done. Um, and I'm not backlash. I'm not trying to talk bad on anybody, even though I could. It's our show. Where this is an unapologetic show. But I'm not going to, because I'm gonna be the bigger man. Um, but if you guys don't know, in my family, we have gone through a difficult time. Um, if you have seen the person's video that I'm talking about, this person made multiple videos. Um, and I'm not here to bash that person either. I'm just here to say I don't care for public opinion, and if you love me or you hate me, it really doesn't make a damn difference to me. You know, because at the end of the day, it was family matters. Y'all got into family matters, and I hope you feel really dumb about it. Because honestly, me and that person, we are good. Yeah, sure, we might not be in the same household. Yeah, sure, that we might have a little bit of, you know, issues, but it doesn't mean we don't come together because we have children together. We are very cordial together, and we get along together. So you people out there that destroyed the relationships between us, Lewis the Beardsman, and you, company wise, YouTuber wise, you are dumb. You are strictly dumb because family always comes together and we always work stuff out. And if you don't believe that, I see the kind of person that you are, you know. And I am not saying, you know, anything where I'm trying to badmouth the mother of my children. I'm not saying she's anything, and I'm not that kind of man. I have integrity. I have respect. Um, but you guys should have stayed the hell out of it. I mean, like he says, there's three sides to every story. And you say your famous quote, Jeff.
Yes, in life there is three sides to every story. There's yours, mine, and the cold hard truth. And every person's perspective of their story has validity to that person. You can have 10 people in a room, and everybody in that room will see 10 different things. Doesn't mean that that person's story is incorrect, it's a lie, or it's wrong. It's their perspective of what happened. And when you have two people anywhere, there's always some kind of difference of perspective for everybody. But the whole thing is, whether guilty or innocent, everyone should have their day in court. You have the legal right to that. Everybody should have be able to say their story. And before anybody ostracizes anybody in the beard community, removes a video, removes this, or does something, did you reach out to both parties and get both sides of the story so you could make an educated guess or at least make an opinion? Or, hey, if it's a hot item, hey, I'm gonna pull the video down or whatever, but you should at least reach out and ask and talk to somebody and get both sides and make your own guess. I had an incident where I used to work at. I was gone for a week. I come back to work and then boom, I was guilty of something because somebody said I did something or said something to them. I wasn't even there. I had to get escorted around, and finally when we went up there, well, you did this, and we got the people from HR, which whatever, and our engineer, but they didn't even realize you signed my leave slip, so I wasn't here. HR should have pulled the timesheet to see if I was even here. Nobody did any of this, and when I asked them, she just finished her master's in human resources, and I thought, well, I guess you should go get some money back or go back and repeat your course because you should have checked. Because even by the laws of physics, no object can occupy two spaces at the same time. I couldn't be on leave and be here too. And they had the CERT team up there, and there's like two of them. They just had this look, and I thought, whatever, dude. Anyway, what boiled down to nobody checked. Somebody said, but
Yeah.
that person, oh, they was gonna fire me, do all this stuff. That person never got punished. But anyway, after a little digging, that individual was fooling with an inmate, and that information got put out. And then I happened to be working on the gate when they escorted that individual out, and I said, "Bye bye,"
Yeah.
certain word, and everybody just looked, but nobody said nothing. Because when they was going, I said, "I'll sign that form. I will sign the statement that says this. Then I'm gonna go
Yep.
down here to an attorney, and I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue the state." And then, as part of my settlement, I want your job. I want you fired. The HR lady, my engineer. We never said another word because I told him one day, I said, "We'll go over here to Walmart. We'll take care of our business."
Yep.
But he has passed on since then. Do I still hold a grudge? Yeah, but that's just me. I'm entitled to hold a grudge. I'm entitled to everything. But again, everybody's perspective of event has validity. I
Yep.
mean, and it's just, everybody needs their day in court. Let everything come out. Uh, let it resolve itself. Then move forward. Most
Mm-hmm.
important thing is take care of your family. Just let everything move forward. But people should at least reach out. I mean, if you're going to be a supporter of men's mental health, have you reached out to ask how are you doing? What's going on? Can I hear your side of the story? I mean, if you're not allowed to in your household get another side of the story, then I don't know what to say. You can be a sheep all your life, I guess, if you want to be a sheep. I'm a wolf.
Yep. Yep. You and
That's
me
just
both.
that. It's just now. This is just my opinion, but you can
Yep.
read that. That's a quote everywhere. That is a
Mhm.
quote. You know, there's three sides to every story. It's been in songs. It's been in books. It's been in movies. And you know, I didn't witness no event. I wasn't there, so I can't say what happened. But again, I've seen a little of both sides. So to me, I'm just a neutral party. I can't pass judgment because I wasn't there. But everything will resolve itself in time. I mean, for the best or the worst, once it's resolved, everybody can just move on and grow as an individual. But the whole thing with people ostracizing somebody just because they didn't like what they said or this, I mean, did you reach out? Did you make any contact? I mean, remember,
Right.
there's three sides to every story. Everybody has their own perspective. Just okay. Everybody needs some support in every way. I mean, everybody does.
Yeah.
But just before everybody makes a choice and they just you know reach out, find out some of the details. You can always say, well, it's not as it seems. Some things happen. Some things are factual. Some things ain't. Again, I don't know. I can't say. All I can give you is my opinion of how life is and an experience I had. And I mean, it was like when they found that out, it was like, oh, have a good day. No apologies, no nothing. So was I vindictive? Yeah, probably. Did I despise? That's why I found me another job. I found me another state job and I left. Got tired of all the BS for the state. It's like where I used to work at. Everybody's like, oh, can you go check this? Can you go check that? That's part of your job. You get paid for that. We had people who had to get their steps in every day. We got to get our steps. Well, part of your job is going and checking this, but you want somebody else to check it while you're out getting your steps. But anyway, that's just my little soapbox. But you know, give somebody, just find out, call and ask, text them, say, hey, can I ask you a question? You know, everybody, and sometimes our actions we do without thinking, and then, oh, I kind of messed up. But live with the consequences of your decision. I mean, if it happens, it happens. Don't, you know, everybody has a bad time in life. Everybody makes a mistake. I mean, I don't know if anybody. I've made so many mistakes in my life. I'm lucky I didn't get in a whole lot more trouble than I did. But usually I have all my facts together, and I'm a bad smart mouth. Yes, I am. But I usually have my facts. I was very good at my job. I fixed any freaking
Right.
air conditioner or any electrical issue around. But I went to school. I went to school for like 9 years. HVAC, welding, industrial maintenance, computers. I can fix pretty much anything I want. But the thing is, just let everybody get your day in court and then just let the dirty laundry air out. Then everybody feels you get that relief. You get that burden off of everybody. and then just move on. Be cordial. Always be cordial, unless somebody doesn't give you the opportunity to be. I mean, there's some people, if I wouldn't pee on them to put them out if they was on fire, who have done me dirty in the past. But a lot of people in my past, if I ever run into them, oh yeah, I'd be cordial to them. But some people, eh. But that's
Right.
again, that's just my view and my opinion, and I have a
Mhm.
legal right to my view and my opinion. So that's all I got to say, I guess. Unless somebody's got a question,
You know,
that's
but
great.
it's just the whole thing, Jeff. Is you know, family issues are family issues. Yes, should it have gone on the internet? No. Was it on the internet? Yes. Am I angry about it? No. It is what it is. You know, um, and even no matter the outcome, no matter the public opinion or narrative or whatever video pissed everybody off, right? Like I've said, that is a glimpse of a, a little piece to a bigger situation. You guys didn't care to look. You guys didn't care to reach out. You guys just wanted to throw me like I'm trash. Well, fine. That's your own opinion. That's your free choice. But let me tell you, the smoke's about to clear, and y'all gonna feel really stupid because, quite frankly, other than what you have seen on YouTube, um, behind the scenes, me and the individual we talk. Behind the scenes, we make it work for our children. Behind the scenes, I mean, we're making it work. So everybody that wants to have a judgmental opinion, just again, everything's gonna work itself out. Everything works out in time, right? Um, but at the same time, you know, m- me and her, we can make stuff work because we are entwined for life because we have children, right? I respect her. She's the mother of my children, regardless of relationships, status, or anything. Nobody will disrespect her because she's the mother of my children. You know what I mean? And vice versa to my children. I'm doing what I'm doing to protect my family against these idiots that want to choose a side and whiplash every dang thing. But when the smoke clears, do not. And I'm looking at everybody in the camera that backstabbed me. Do not come back. You have lost my respect and you have lost my business. And I'm moving on. I mean, there's way more better companies, better friendships than what you guys provided. Um, but to everybody that has been there for me and for her, I thank you. You know, for the people that reached out and actually said, "Hey, what's going on?" with no judgment. Thank you. You guys are real, and I appreciate you. But other than that, I mean, I'm not going to elaborate. I'm not going to go into specific details. All I'm going to say is what you saw on those videos, that is not the full story. That wasn't a 24-hour recording. If it was a 24-hour recording and you saw every little piece of that day and you made a judgment, that's fair. But you're going on a 30-second to 7-minute video of a glimpse of something and you guys wanted to make an assumption. Have a good day. I mean, honestly, I really don't care. You guys will have the opinion you'll have. But again, you're gonna feel really dumb because I mean, me and her, we're cordial. You know, matter of fact, she just dropped a video on how she feels about the situation. So when you watch that video, I hope you feel real dumb, truly. But don't come back. I'm done with y'all. I'm not leaving the bearded community. Um, I'm not. The bearded community is my community. I just won't work with certain people, and I won't associate with certain people anymore. I know who's there. I know what companies are there for me. Um, and it's funny is some of these companies that wanted to do what they did, you know, and cut me out, block me, remove, even YouTubers removing my episode, like as if I never was with you, um, as if you didn't try to support me and stuff like that, and you want to throw me like trash. Well, that's fine. Live with your decision. Hey, I got another brother right here in the chat. Jim from Small Town Traditions, another great company. Um, are we gonna say it, Jeff? Georgia Smoke,
Georgia
huh?
Smoke is fire, baby. That is
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
always good to see Jim. I hope to meet him one day. It was a pleasure to talk to him.
Right.
I was going to hit on something that Kiki said. Kiki, I'm glad you had someone to reach out to,
Oh yeah.
and, I'm glad you did. And I wish people would be more supportive. And I think a lot of issue is that we just, I think everybody should get both sides of something. You're not the judge or jury. You're just an independent person. Get the sides of everything. And, some things will be, uh, have to hash out eventually, but let it hash out. I mean, it's not your business. I mean, let them handle their own business. We have a question from Randall. What's your question there?
How's it going, Milan? Welcome in, brother.
Okay, well, Randall, what's your question? I'll see if I can answer it.
Kiki, to your comment, I get that. I'm not saying that at all. You know. Um, and I'm not going into specific detail. Just I'm not. But I
Remember,
may.
go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, I was gonna say I'm just strictly going on the way the community treated both sides, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, everything's out there for everybody to see. Just let them see it, make their own judgment or whatever they're going to do. Everybody is entitled to an opinion, but
Yeah.
just everybody's story, their perspective story has validity for the each. Your story has validity to you. Hers has validity to her. I mean, that's just the way it is. Everybody's story has validity to themselves.
Right.
Oh, how much oil do I use on my mustache? Some days, depending for competition, I won't use any oil in it because when I spray it or get ready to style it, it's easier not to. But some days when I do put oil in it, I will put some on the skin and then I'll just rub it in. I mean, there's some days where I don't put any butter or balm in. I'll just use oil and just let it run in. And I mean, it's a little dry, so when I put some in tonight, sometimes I will put like two full droppers, maybe more, and sometimes it's just a little bit. It just depends on what I'm doing, and if I'm gonna go eat, I have to get it up because it will get in the food all the time. So that's why I didn't eat nothing at Costco.
That's
But
specifically why when I
yeah,
went to go to a grill out, you notice I trimmed this up. I made
yeah.
a video. I went to a barber and trim up the mustache because I didn't want to look like a barbecue sauce, and I don't realize that I'm walking like that for a half hour. I wipe with a napkin.
Oh, I've gone around and ate wings, and I had sauce in there. Didn't even know it was in there, but it is what it is. It washes out. I mean, you just have to
Right.
take care of, I mean, I've learned over time to, it comes, like it's like, I've just learned over time. And right now, there's nothing in it, and it seems to be staying up. I just keep a little, and it seems to stay up. So I mean, it don't stay up fully.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, my pattern, I guess my grooming is, I don't think there's a set pattern. You do what feels good for you, your skin, your beard, your mustache. Some people want butter only. Some people want balm. I use balm just because it's humid where I live, so I put balm in. Then there's people who will put a butter on, let it sit, and then put a balm on top of it, so that kind of keeps that in the
Right.
moisture in
Right.
right there. And oil, and then some days some people just use oil. I mean, I guess it's a personal preference for whatever. Oil all day, then you put the butter in at night before you go to bed. I've been looking at getting one of them beard beard bibs or whatever you call it, where I can wrap it up and kind of sleep with it. I don't know if I would have to kind of get used to that. It'd be kind of odd to wear it. Well, but I guess you get used to anything. You know.
Right.
Then when you wake up in the morning, it's everywhere. It's like,
You know it. You know
yeah.
it.
Or the dog gets her. She'll jump in my lap and she gets her paw stuck, and then I gotta, kind of fight with her to get it out of there. It's just there may be a standard like beard wash, a little conditioner so many times a week, and then put a little bit. It's some, like a little bit amount of butter. It's like,
Yeah.
or balm. No, I need a little bit more than that. And sometimes I overdo it. I mean, it'll be all over my phone, my glasses. And each company is different. You may get one company and what you used to using from another one and get in there and dude, it's everywhere. It's more than what you need. And then some of them you use a little bit and then, uh, it goes a long ways. And then some of it don't go as far.
Right. Now
That's
to
another.
Randall Crunk, he says I use butter and balm also. Yeah, and those are great products for the beard. Like I've always said, I'm not saying this to you, Randall. I'm saying this just in general to everybody. People seem to not understand the point of many beard products. Beard oils to condition the beard, make it softer, and put the natural oils back into your skin and make you smell good. Beard balms. I love beard balm. Beard balm is a great styling um agent to make the beard sit however you'd like it to sit. And beard butter. I love liquid butter. I love beard butter. I don't use them often because for if I were to put example, if I were to put beard butter in right now, what is it? What did I miss?
Oh, she just let your glasses. I was like, oh, okay. I forget the screen reflects off them, but I gotta have to read some of this. I gotta have my glasses on, and these are actually. Oh, this ain't my other set. I actually have a set that have bifocals in the top and bottom. That way, when I would weld or work overhead, I didn't have to kink my neck up so much. But yeah, these are my pawpaw glasses, I guess you call
Oh, tall glasses, huh?
them.
And butter is good for conditioning, especially like Chris said down here. Butter only overnight for me, 98% of the time. Um, yeah, but I use butter on rare occasions, only because I don't really need it. When I do put it in for the next few days, it makes my beard untamable. So that's why. But in the winter seasons, when it's cold and dry, I use a lot of butter because it's cold and dry, and the beard's getting dry and it wants to snap. But in the summer, all it does is just makes it soft and it makes it fluffy, and yeah, it's good. But yeah, um,
Yeah, I've gotten beard oil and balm on my glasses if I use too much. I mean, again, some of the companies when they send it, I mean, if you're used to one, I mean, it may take a while for you to work it up, and then some of them it's just really creamy, and I mean, you used to getting a big fingerful on there, and it's everywhere because there's maybe a little too much on your hands. Then when you get your glasses or your phone, it's when you use a phone, it always gets on the screen and it gets everywhere, but it's all in fun. Use what makes you happy. If you want to use a
right,
half a jar on your beard every day, you use it because it's your beard. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks about your beard. It's yours. Not everybody has the same beard. Not everything works for everybody. It's yours.
yeah,
Figure out what works for it. Takes time. I mean, it's like it took me a long time to figure out how to do a mustache because I've got waxes and stuff, and some of them work. But when it gets hot here, it just either melts and uncurls, or it falls over and you look like you got bug antenna on your face. And then
right,
some of them, I tried to wax one time. It was pulling out hair. I thought, these take too long to grow. So for me, it was like, then I seen somebody on YouTube using got to be glued hairspray, and I mean, that right there, you can get it set. You can sleep in that stuff, and it will still be curled the next morning. Don't know if it's
right,
good for you, but usually when I do that, I always will wash it and I condition it, and I'll put in butter in my mustache, and I'll let it soak for several days. Just kind of a recovery from styling.
yeah,
And there's a
hmm
lot of great companies out there. I mean, A lot of great companies. You know, there's one company, loved the product, just didn't care for the scent. It was a product I wanted a beer comp, just did not care for the scent profile, but loved the product. There was something for me. I couldn't get past the scent profile.
Game
So
detergent?
no, it didn't smell like detergent. No, it was kind of a strawberry smell. I didn't care for it. My wife loved it. I mean, she gets some of my stuff. I mean, I got one that's a watermelon scent. Loved it. Now she's got it for her hands and feet, and I'm like, okay, I'll get another one. Or that gives me excuse to get a different scent.
Right, right, right.
We all just have to, you know, and you know, scent profile is great with some of these companies. I mean, just great. And then some of them are hit or miss, love it, leave it. Again, you know, if you don't want to buy from them, don't buy. But I do recommend getting sample bottles. That way you ain't got a
Hmm.
large amount of oil or a butter or something. If you don't like the scent and everybody smells it in bottle, and yeah, you can smell in bottle. And, you know, it's just a nice little scent. You get that scent, but then when you wear it, oh yeah, it's better on you. I mean, I got one I won from a show, and my wife did not care for the scent in the bottle. And I was
Right.
gonna wear it. I had an unscented balm. I put the oil on, and then I put a little bit of oil in my unscented balm and worked it in. And she's like, "Oh, what is that?" I said, "That's one when you said you didn't like. It smelled much better. It was more of a
Right.
cologne scent, and I don't wear that many cologne type scents." But it was just, she was just like, "Well, that's just a really good scent," and it was. I mean, I enjoyed the scent. Do I wear it every day? No, I got so much stuff here. I could probably go weeks and not wear the same thing every day.
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yep.
it's just, that's just the way it is. I mean, but I'm not gonna get it. I got my collection down a while back. That way I could try different companies and different ones. And then next thing you know, I won this, I won here, I won an online comp. Next thing you know, here come a box, here come a bag, here come a box. And next thing you know, I got 20 companies, 20 different ones here at the house. And I mean, there's probably 50 bottles of oil in just my computer and not including what's in the other rooms
Oh, yeah.
here. But they're all good products. Just, find you somebody, try them out. There's a lot of great companies in the chat right now. Great
Mhm.
products, great individuals, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of great companies out there. If somebody told me to pick one company, I'd be like, be kind of hard. I
Yeah.
mean, but now I am an affiliate for a company. I do primarily use their products, but we have an agreement when I go to a beer comp. If I do win, whoever's hosting the product, that I do post a picture of my winnings and everything, and whatever. I'm It's not a promotion for them. It's just an acknowledgement that I won from them. If they were kind enough to donate the product or sponsor the event, at least do a picture with what you won. Whether you
Mhm.
use it or not, at least give that company that shout out right there. Hey, I won here. This is what I got. You know, you might like the product. You might be a scent that no, not for me. But there's always somebody who likes a scent, and somebody will always take a beer product. I mean, I took probably $400 worth of stuff I won up to several places, and I had duplicates of it, or it wasn't a scent that I cared for, and boy, they took it and they used it. They actually sent me an email and asked me if I had anything else to give away. So hey, it is what it is. You just enjoy the beard, enjoy your beard, enjoy the product, enjoy the beer community. There is a little bit of drama in everything, even in the beer community. There's drama. I mean,
Right.
it's just human nature. That's just the way it is. Deal with it, move on, go about your business.
Yeah, but when it came to specifically what I'm talking about, that should have never
Yeah,
happened. I mean, they should have kept their nose out of it. But but I know that there's beard community drama. That's yeah. I mean, I've seen it. I'm not a part of it. I don't care. It's kind of like I said. If someone were to create drama with this guy right here, first off, that ain't happening. But second off, um, if so, honestly, and say example, he's beefing with somebody that I personally know, or the big company owner or influencer, whatever you are, you know what I mean. And I was asked to pick a side. Well, first off, it depends on the situation, right? If it's over something little, it's like okay, but um, regardless, I'm gonna ride with this guy to the end. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. You know what I mean? Um, but there's a lot of drama. I guess somebody threatened somebody because they didn't like a beard oil. I mean, come on, get real. That's stupid. But I do want to welcome in some people I'm now seeing in the chat. Diamond Cut 16, what is up, brother? How you doing? We have a question by Randall Crunk. Another question: do you guys strip your beards every week? I do not. I don't have any stripping stuff for the beard. If I were to strip the beard, I do it in not with any professional stripping beard wash, but I would use, like, example, a body wash or a like an Irish Spring soap bar, because it's gonna dry it out, and then you're gonna put oil back in. So it's just gonna, strip everything from that. But have I used a stripping beard wash from any of these companies? I haven't had the chance to. Quite frankly, I don't. I never had the chance to. I only have in my collection oils, butters, balms, beard washes, and beard conditioners. But yeah, no, I don't normally strip the beard. I just use beard wash. What about you, Jeff?
Well, I actually use it's a beef tallow bar I got from a friend of mine who's a world champion, just became a world champion. And I have some of his stuff, and I use his beef tallow bar. I mean, it's really good for the skin. It's good for the beard. Uh, for me, I don't really strip mine because I was when I was working. Working HVAC, metal, you get dust, and so I was washing my beard twice a day. And then when I got chickens, as soon as I fool with the chickens and clean the coops or do whatever I got to do, I got to go take a shower because you get chicken dust, you get pine dust, you get everything in there. So, and I like a shower every morning. When I get up, I like a good clean shower. It gets me going. So I usually wash my beard at- twice a day. Now, there's been times where I've been working on cars and also bam, so a plug comes out. I got transmission fluid, motor oil in it. Oh, well, you got to go wash that out, get it out real quick, so that way it doesn't damage or stain it and everything. That's, I mean, that's what I use. I mean, some people recommend stripping it once a week. Some people recommend every other week. I mean, again, I think it's a personal preference for you and your skin and your beard. That's just my opinion. I mean, my opinion is like everybody else. There's everyone in the world. Now you may have somebody who's a dermatologist and they have an absolute flawless opinion on it. Tell you once a week you need
Yeah.
to do this, this, and this. Hey, if they're a dermatologist, okay, do what works for you. And I was going to answer Kiki's question about some weeks I use something different every day, and then there's sometimes where I wear the same scent a couple of days in a row if I really like the scent. I try to find something that I like every day, or something that my wife will make a request. Oh, that one that you this that okay, then I have to go through there smelling, and I might wear that for a couple of days in a row. It's just I'm not the only one that smells this, so I've got to make her happy too with the scent. And there's some of the ones that
Right.
she does not like. But I may like them, and if I'm gonna be gone at a comp for a few days, I might wear that scent while I'm gone. There used to be a scent I always wore every time I went to a comp from a really good niche company out of Connecticut. And I still like their products. They make a great product. I mean, really, to be honest, I don't think I found a bad product other than if it's just a low grade product. And again, I'm like everybody else, start off at Walmart. There's Everyman Jack, you know. It was there, it was cheap, you get it, yeah, okay. Then what's the
Right.
other one?
Right.
Honest Amish. Honest Amish, it ain't bad for what it is. I mean, it's not really
Really, it
bad.
isn't.
A lot of people don't like the scent because I think it has that anise in it. But I mean, for just if you're somewhere, it's not a bad product. But then I've used a few companies where it was a good, but ooh, the scent just was not for me, or the scent changed over there. I had one, it was really kind of overly sweet, and then by the end of the day or a few hours, it smelled like game detergent to me. And I have a bad smeller, so for me, it's I just quit. You, I give it to somebody else, and they love it. I mean, they think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But okay, again, you can. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Since smell is different for everybody. What you may smell, I may not smell. I have a bad smeller, so for me, I like a scent that's a little stronger than most people do
Oh,
because
yeah.
that way I could smell it. I mean,
And
it's like
that's the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the one thing I like about some of these companies. For me, what I go on is I like projection, I like scent, feel and beard, and how long it lasts, longevity, right? Um, Alabama Nights, right? That's what I got in beard. Every Flaming Beard product that I've ever used has longevity, has good scent profiles. It makes the beard feel, soft. Same thing with the other company that's in the chat right now, Small Town Traditions. His scents are strong. His scents are good. Georgia Smoke is probably one of the best. I mean, these are great companies with great owners behind them, friendly people, and say examples. I've never experienced this, right? I've always received my packages. I've always received packages with nothing broken on the inside, right? Bring that back here. Bring that back here. What is that? Okay.
Yeah, that's Caribbean black.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to pick that up. I don't know what I was saying. I got distracted by Caribbean Black over here. Oh, that's nice though.
Smell too good if you need them.
I can send you some.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think
What's
that
your
may have
name?
been
What's
a.
your name, Simon, dear? I must have missed it.
You send you some that don't smell too good.
Oh, shoot.
I just
But
know if
yeah.
you get anything with the activated charcoal, make sure you shake that up. I have to shake mine up every so often,
Oh, yeah.
especially
Oh, yeah.
before I use it, because it does. It did. I noticed this one did settle some more, but I mean, it just took a few, you know, 30 seconds of shaking. But I mean, that activated charcoal is really nice. I mean, it really is.
Good point. Actually, I will say this. So I have the unscented Flaming beard wash activated charcoal, right? That now, Randall Crunk, you asked about a stripping type of whatever. Um, not that's an everyday beard wash, yes. But what I have noticed is it does clean thoroughly due to the charcoal that's in there, as opposed to an average, ordinary beard wash. But when I put that in, I can feel whatever's in the beard come out, and then after, I have to put oil in. So that's another great beard wash. The activated charcoal and the oils and excuse me, the washes, spot on, spot on. Even the small town traditions beard wash I got in Georgia Smoke. I literally got the oil, the butter, and the beard wash in Georgia Smoke. I haven't tried Florida Sunrise yet, though, Jeff. I have it sitting on the shelf. I'm gonna have to open
Oh,
it up tonight, put it in beer tomorrow.
uh, no, Flaming Beard. I've never gotten anything bad from y'all, and I do smell your product. I mean, I just some products are a little different, but I mean, I've never had no issue not smelling any of your stuff. I mean, your stuff is great. I love y'all's products. I mean, that Caribbean Black is just. I
Oh yeah.
mean, that one right there is just. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, I smell your product, and my wife likes it, so that's all that really matters.
Mm.
I
Oh yeah.
mean, I like it. She likes it. But I hadn't used it in a while, and I thought when I was going to use it, I was like, wow, that charcoal had really settled. So I mean, I had to shake it for a little bit just to get everything mixed back up. I mean that. I mean that was the only thing. It was, and it's not a bad thing. I just didn't think it. So now periodically, when I'm in here about once a week, I make sure I shake it up. So, it's pretty well moved around and stays where it's at. And it's probably time to shake it again, but I'll probably wear it this week sometime or something. Who knows?
Right,
Oh yeah,
right.
Georgia smoke is. Ooh.
Hey, Flaming Beard, I will not mention anything, but unless it's released. Um, have you guys come out with any new blends on the market or any new scents on the market? If so, feel free to mention it. I know Ronnie's working on a woman's line. I don't know if that's up and about, but for all the ladies that like to use beard products, I know Small Town Traditions wife makes a ladies line, and I know Flaming Beard is releasing a ladies line as well. Everything is released. Okay, so if you guys haven't tried Flaming Beard's new blend oil, um, guys, it is great, and I recommend it. It is a lighter blend. It's supposed to, if you're in a hotter climate. Okay, all right. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything if it wasn't. That's why I decided to say it first and ask you. So the Southern blend is a great light blend. Um, it is great for humidity, especially if you're like in places like Cali, Florida, stuff like that. It is great. So average beard oil, and I don't like to say the word average, but your standard beard oil. Yes, it sinks into the beard. Yes, it dissipates, but this is something beyond different. I forget that it's in. I only know when I go like, oh yeah, this does smell good. You know what I mean? Um, it's a really great blend. It actually does help with the humidity in the air. Um, so your beard doesn't feel itchy, it doesn't feel sticky and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not saying that normal blends do that, but there's something about this blend that is bizarrely different. It I can't explain it. It's really good. Get you some Southern Blend by Flaming Beard. It comes in all the scents that you love: Caribbean Black, Mastermind, Alabama Nights. Um, you know, all the scents
Oh,
Flaming Beard
okay.
has. But it's really good stuff. I don't know how much it goes for.
Oh, let's
Yes, yes.
see.
And like Ricky said from Flaming Beard, it is very light and fast absorbing, and I can agree to that. That is 100% true. I've tried it.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on the computer. Caribbean Black, 1 ounce, Southern. It's like it says $18 on here.
Okay. Yep.
Now that's for the regular one. Now if you go with the black gold, it adds two more dollars to it, so it's $20 for a bottle. And I don't think there's a price difference in the sig. Well, now the signature one it's a little less, whereas the Southern blend is a little more, but still not a bad price. Really, that's not a bad price. That's the average
No.
price you pay everywhere you go.
Hmm.
So I mean, but it lasts a while. I mean, if you get 4, 5, 6 cents, I mean, you got some for every day, and I mean, it just lasts a long time. Just keep it cool, keep it to some climate controlled, and that stuff lasts for a while.
And you know what they
And
say,
it should have
guys?
pulled that black. Okay.
A bottle like this is what is it? I think it's a 1 ounce. Yeah, yeah, 1 ounce bottle. It should, if you were to use the same bottle every day, depending on your length of beard, this would probably be gone within a month or two. So multiply that by, say example, you have 12 bottles, you have enough for the year and more. Depending on how you use it. I mean, if you're just dumping it on your beard, that ain't gonna last. But
Yeah. And I think each one has a little bit of price differences in them. You just have to mix your combination. I mean, they have several different combinations. The black gold will add a little bit more to it. The signature and the southern adds a little bit to it. So I'm seeing between $13 to $20. That's what I see. Flaming
I
Beard, is
gotta
that correct?
I gotta say this real quick, Jeff. Hi,
Okay.
babies. How are you? I miss you. Kiki said that they're on the TV and they can see
Oh,
me.
okay. Hey, girls, how are y'all? Wah, wah, wah.
Do that thing that you guys do.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh no, it's the la 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 la
Yeah, la 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 la.
la 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 la.
I love you, girls. I'll see you soon.
Probably in trouble then. I got about too close to it. I know some people that's got 400 or 500 bottles of oil. I mean, I try to keep mine small because I mean I've got stuff everywhere. I found stuff I hadn't used. I've had for 3 years. I did crack it open. Still smells good. And I mean, you'll know when it goes bad. I mean, you will know a rancid
Mhm.
oil or a rancid butter or anything. You'll know it. And then some of them, depending on what's in them, some of them go rancid a little quicker than other ones. So I mean, it is one of them things. Just I say. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay, new oils are a little more expensive. Everything's going
Mhm.
up. I mean, it don't matter
Yep.
what you used to. I mean, it is what it is. But that's still, I mean, average. I think that's average for everybody now. Everybody's had to go up a little bit because everything is more expensive. So it is what it is. I mean, you got to pay the bills.
Yep.
It costs money to get that stuff in. It takes time, effort to do it. So you got to pay your bills. So I,
Yep.
you know, you know. And I mean, just get a couple of them and get 3 or 4, and that way you can swap them out. Yep, half
Yep.
ounce bottle. Yeah, but I mean, with them, I had thought about getting a sampler, try some other ones, but I've not been disappointed with anything I've gotten from them. So I'd probably go full ounce and some butter or balm. Probably balm. I'm more of a balm person.
All right. Balm and
So
oil is the best combination.
yeah, and
Yeah.
now I do like some of the companies, and a lot of the websites do. Most of them I see, it's like, you know, try. I've seen one where it said try a little bit on the inside of your arm right here to see if it's
Yeah.
going to cause a reaction. And a lot of them say if you develop irritation, stop using it. That's a great thing to put on it. I mean, but that's something that should be kind of common sense, really. If you got to put some on your skin and you break out, you don't want to keep using it.
Right.
I mean, some things are just common sense. I mean, well, but
All right.
need we say more on some things? Common sense seems to be an endangered thing nowadays because it's just. I think common sense is going out the door, but that's I guess that'd be political on it, so we won't go there.
Well, I mean, I'll just say this. This is what I gotta say. Common sense, common decency, respect, agree to disagree. That's gone.
Yeah,
Morality is gone. Nobody,
yeah.
nobody knows. You see these people going out and about however they want. Oh, my opinion matters. Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Yes. But I mean, especially with the way certain people decide to carry themselves, it's like either grow up or have you seen yourself? You're how old and you're dressing like you're still a teenager or you're dressing in a immoral type of fashion and wonder why people disrespect. I'm like, I mean, if I dressed like a gangster or a hood rat or whatever, right, and walked down the street looking like a thug, I would expect people to be like, yeah, he's no good. But I don't dress like that. I dress, I don't know the word, respectable, modest. I don't dress like Dapper over here in suits and everything, but hey, I dress like an average person. And when I gotta dress up, I dress up. But um, you know, he goes to Costco all dolled up, and everybody's looking like,
What can I say? Well, it's like it's like common sense. If you're one of these people, and I mean, just gonna bring up my job. I did HVAC for a long time, and when you go somewhere in a business or something, these people are like, I'm freezing to death. Okay. Have you ever really been that cold, or then when you look, my feet are freezing. It's okay. If you have cold feet, quit wearing flip flops and sandals. Put you on some shoes
Hmm.
and socks. Or it's hot in here. It's so hot in here. Why do you have a coat on in Georgia? It's
Right.
summertime. It's 100 degrees outside. Why are you wearing a coat? Take your coat off. And they get this look of like confusion on their face of like, what? If you're that hot inside the building, why are you wearing a coat? Or if your feet are cold, put you on some shoes. Let's see. Well,
I would do that. I would do that. I just need to get Restream or StreamYard. That's where you get all those fancy little gadgets and stuff like that.
yeah, that's one of those that you have to. I mean, some people do a thing where you guess a number, but you have to know the number you're going to do, and people guess the number and everything. That maybe at a later date,
Yeah, we
we can
definitely
kind
could
of do
definitely
something
come
like
up
it.
with that.
For me, YouTube is a learning experience. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm learning how, and then you want to be careful with some stuff you post. You don't want to trademark nothing. You don't want just somebody getting bent out of shape over something. That's why I'm careful with some of the knives I carry, and a cordless hole puncher will probably be something I won't ever put on there just to avoid an issue because that seems to be a
Hmm.
hot subject on YouTube. And I wouldn't put it on this. I'd probably do it on my personal channel, but it's like I, my barber, he puts me on his TikTok page. I'm like the hottest thing on his TikTok page for some reason. There's like 12,000, 14,000 views just on one beard trim and some of the other ones. And he said, you need to get a TikTok. So I guess I'm going to learn TikTok and see how that's going to work out and go
Yeah.
from there. I mean, but then again, when you get into so much social media, how much time does it consume from
Right.
you and how much
Right.
it's like every day you've got to post, every day you got to do something. I mean, I probably have the time now, but if I've got work in the cars, yard, house, or something, I don't have time to post every day. But I'm gonna try to slowly learn this. I mean, TikTok is something I just kind of stayed away from. I stayed away from Facebook till I got into real
Yeah.
estate. Then you got to have a Facebook. You got to get you this out so people can see what you got. And then you get out here and then people call you, well, we're looking for this. We're looking for 10 acres, a pond, and a 2,000 square foot house. Okay, what's your budget? $50,000. Well, I don't know where you're going to find it. Good luck. Have a great day. I mean,
Right. Right.
what time frame are you living in? I mean, we come to reality. Reality is, uh, no, you're not going to get that for that. I mean, 20 years ago, probably. Today, no, you ain't gonna
Mhm.
find that. I mean, come to reality. If your budget doesn't fit, it's like a lot of people who rent. And I helped a young couple out. They tired of renting. They had, excuse me, people who lived beside them, people who lived above them, and it was just ongoing noise. We found them a house. I mean, it's a nice house. Like they said, it's not
Mhm.
their dream house, but it's a place to get out of from renting. They have nobody living above them. They have nobody living beside them. They have a nice lot. They have a good little garage, a little shop. It's not their
Mhm.
dream home, and they knew that. But for they're paying less in rent or in a house payment than they were in rent. So I mean, that's the thing. It may not be your dream home. Get you a house because they don't depreciate in value. They always go up unless it's just a crappy neighborhood. But I mean, it's always there. I'd rather make a house payment than pay rent, but that
Yeah.
is what it is. I mean, I bought my house almost 30 years ago. I bought it by myself. It's paid for, been paid for a while. I mean, eventually we'll be looking to move closer to the grandchildren, but I'm not going to just live in a subdivision. I know we're going to buy us a small farm, and yeah, I'll get out there and be Farmer Brown. I got the overalls and everything else. So, I mean,
Right.
no, again, that's just Jeff's opinion. You know, take it for what it's worth.
But
Did we miss
yeah,
a question?
let me look.
Okay.
But yeah, no, honestly, I do plan. Um, okay, two things. I'm gonna talk about TikTok. I'm gonna talk about the game show thing that's on the bottom.
Okay.
So, um, we do honestly, Jeff. I don't think that would be a bad idea in the future. Doing like a once a month spinning wheel thing, and
Yeah.
if we could get
Giveaway.
some, yeah,
Yeah.
giveaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be a bad idea. or just guess the number and have the whatever. And secondly, TikTok. Um, I'm in the midst of TikTok. I do have one. It's just not up there like that yet. No content or nothing. And when I do put that up, honestly, realistically, guys, this is my platform, YouTube, right? My Facebook is to promote the channel, mainly the average beardsman. So my TikTok will be same thing. I'll just post, you know, things that I'm going through. I do not have Instagram. I might not. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it, but I don't want to have too many social medias where it's like, oh yeah, that's right. I didn't upload here. So mainly I'm on YouTube. Yes, I will be on TikTok. But that's just it's not my main platform. It's just to get other viewers out there. Like, oh, okay, there's beard content. Oh, he has a YouTube channel. There we go. Let's go. We're trying to build the YouTube platform up. And if you guys are new here, I'm Louis the Beardsman. That's Mr. Dapper Jeff Harmon. We have two channels. He has Mr. Dapper Jeff Harmon. I have Louis the Beardsman. If you like this kind of content, we upload this show weekly. We were supposed to do it Friday, but things came up, and then today I had technical difficulties. Luckily, I was even able to get the show going. But I don't see the big deal about TikTok. I mean, I don't get it.
There's a lot of people on it. I mean, there are a lot of people. I mean, I went up and got a beard trim last week, and one of the videos it went from like a little over 10,000. It was over 12,000 something views. And some people are like, "Did you even trim his beard?" And some people are like, "Because I did. I just had the mustache down," and they were like, "Where's the beard and the mustache? Is there some separation?" People are like fascinated. And I went up there and we talked, but we didn't do no filming. Didn't even think about it. We was just talking about other stuff. So,
Right.
you know, because I was just showing some photography and some stuff I did. I always, if I do photography with their products, I always make sure, hey, they're pretty good with everything I do. I have not done anything. I mean, they have a few things, don't put a bottle between somebody's, you know,
Right. Right. Right.
if they're in a bikini, don't say that. Now if you're on the beach, I guess you could sit out on the beach. Respectful pictures. You don't want to disrespect somebody's product. You just don't. I mean,
No,
don't
definitely.
put it out there with alcohol and other stuff, or just kind of set it somewhere. I went to the Chickamauga Battle Park up here, and I took pictures with the stuff. And I'll probably go back up there and take some more off in the woods and a few things. But again, I'm learning photography with my phone. Probably will have to upgrade my phone or get us a camera or something eventually. But again, I never done it, so it's a learning process for me.
Right.
Trial and error is everything.
I
Some
do
people
like the
take the
chicken idea. Oh,
oh yeah, that one. I'm
yeah, the
working on
chicken
that
idea.
one. I just got to find a
Mhm.
cooperative chicken. Mine are not cooperative lately. They're just being hateful. It's like I found one. I thought she had got by a hawk or something or an owl. And also, I found her in my tool area over here, and she hatched off 8 chicks. And I was like, I hadn't seen her in almost a month. I thought
Wow.
she was gone, and all of a sudden here she comes out. I seen some broken egg shells, and I thought, what is that? And I looked, I seen her in there, so I left her. I'll get her the next day. Next thing I know, here she come out. I thought she had two. Then there was three. Then there was five, and then there was eight. And she's a small little hen. She's a banny hen. And I thought, how'd you hatch off 8 chicks, honey? But she did. Oh well. I've got her put up in a coop by herself, food and water. She's taking care of her babies. So about another week or two when they get a little bigger, I'll probably maybe let them out to run. But the bad thing is, if another mother hen with a chick comes by, they will fight at each other, and sometimes they wind up killing a chick or two. The fight,
Wow.
it's just so I'm trying to keep her up till they're bigger and maybe a little older, where she is not a defensive with them. So I mean that is what it is. I mean it's just, chickens are one of those things. There's some learning curve to it. I didn't know everything when I got them. We've had them 12 years now, 13 years probably, and there was a big learning curve. You don't feed them breads. I mean, you can feed them whole grains in moderation, but you don't want to feed them onions. You don't want to feed them this. You don't want a lot of stuff you keep away. Buy you a commercial feed. You can make your own feed. You know, you can go to a feed store, order what you want, make your own feed. But you got to make sure you give them some calcium because they have to have that to make eggs. You got to make sure they got selenium and vitamin E, or they'll develop a wry neck, and that's where their neck twists around. You can cure one; it takes weeks of work and everything, but well, I guess we're running on an hour and a half, my friend.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, so our show is typically an hour and a half. Any last words, Jeff?
No, I just think, everything works out in the end. I mean, just, that's all I got to say. I just think everybody should kind of gather everything before you make a judgment call on anything, but everything works out. I mean, sometimes it's always darkest before the light, is the old saying,
Yeah.
you know, and I just hope everything works out for everybody involved, and just everybody, everybody becomes a better person, I guess is the word.
Right. And by the way, to everybody that has again supported both parties with non-judgment, I appreciate you and I thank you. But everybody that's for dividends and choosing one side or the other without hearing anybody's side, I don't respect you, and we are done. Whether you're a company owner or whether you're a YouTuber, it's done. But without that being said, I see that Diamond Cut 16 like the show, Randall Crunk like the show, and we appreciate that you sat here and took the time out of your day to sit and listen to us. What do you want to call ourselves? Rednecks or
Well, no, I guess I could be the only redneck because I live in the South.
yeah. Yeah, hey, you know what I call myself? A damn country boy from the north. That's what I call
Okay.
myself. But hey, you know what it is. Oh shoot. But yeah, guys, um, stay tuned. I do plan to drop another show next week. And if something comes up, I will definitely. If you guys got me on Facebook, you will see on Facebook. And if you guys got this guy on Facebook, you will see if there's any cancellations. But I do plan to keep the show running. Um, and I'm glad that y'all are enjoying this. And again, thank you for taking the time to watch the Average Beardsman Show, episode 2. And until next time, guys, God bless you guys. Take care. Take care of yourselves, your mental health, your physical health, and you are important. And we thank you for watching this episode.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Have a great week.
Take care, guys. Bye.